bit of a different video for me. Don't usually do stuff like this, but I thought, why not? I've just noticed as well, all the leaves have fallen off the tree. Well, winter is officially here. I'm here barefaced and I thought now would be the perfect time to do a little bit of a get ready with me, a hair update. A few of you have asked about my hair. I know it's taken me, I literally have the worst sore throat. I have a cold. I've only just stopped sounding nasal, so I don't know why I'm filming this video today. I have 2 other videos to film today as well. Like, the way I do things sometimes. A lot of you have been asking about my hair, it being blonde, is it a wig? A few of you asked me questions on my phone, which I actually don't have. All I have done so far is moisturised because I was ashy as hell. Let's do the hair. Right, I also need to get my phone. I said I was going to get my phone, didn't I? So don't worry about how my hair is looking right now. It's obviously not going to stay like this. If anyone was wondering and didn't know, this is a wig. Whenever my hair is coloured like this sort of colour, best believe it is a wig. I am not bleaching my hair. The fact that I have like afro hair that breaks and is so brittle anyway, there is no way I would ever bleach it. I used to relax my hair and it was the worst thing I ever did. One time that I will admit that my mum was right. These wigs that I get from ZL, I will link them down below. I feel like they have got a discount on at the moment as well, so if you did want to get like a coloured wig, you know where to go. Not every shop does coloured wigs. A lot of them sell like just your normal brown, black colour that you have to bleach yourself, and it's just so much effort. I usually end up damaging the hair. I've actually bleached hair so much that it literally just disintegrated. They already come pre-plucked, pre-done. The wig actually comes longer than this, but I have cut it shorter. They do full lace wigs, which is what I've got on at the moment, and they also do lace front, which I have had before. Basically, I think if you want long, thick hair, then go for their lace fronts. Their lace fronts are usually 180 density. If you want long bouncy hair, then go for the lace front. It hardly sheds. It does have like tracks at the back and it is just lace at the front. So if you wanted to do like an updo, it's not as easy. But if you did want that fuller, longer look, yeah, I'll insert a picture of when I did have it longer and this was the lace front. I did switch it up to the full lace for shorter hair because with shorter hair, I just find it does look a bit better when it's less hair on the head, and a full lace wig will have less hair than a lace front. This one is the full lace wig. I have had barely any issues with it. The only issue I did have when it first arrived, I found it shed a lot more than, it wasn't a lot, but it was a lot more than the lace front. Like the lace front just didn't shed at all. Like it was still in its full thickness after like 3 months. And that's why I feel like a lot of you kept asking me about this wig because it was just going so strong. But this one definitely I noticed shed more because it is full lace. Even though it shed more than the lace front, you can't tell. I'm just going to quickly go through what I do to attach it. I feel like the routine I'm using at the moment is my favourite so far. I got this hair on the 7th of October, which was about 4, 5, 6 weeks ago. 4, 5, 6. This is the video where I was asking. This is what it will look like shortly, okay? They'll ask me some questions about the hair. They'll ask me some questions about the hair, so I thought, let's go through them. Firstly, I just get my hairband. I also haven't dried the hair yet. It's just been towel dried. I find once you've conditioned the hair and washed it and it's still a bit damp, the lace just sits better on your head. And I think if you put the wig to your head once it's wet, it sort of molds to the shape of your head a little bit better. If I leave it to dry, like hung up or whatever, I feel like it dries to a bit of an unnatural shape. So I literally just put the headband on and just pop everything out the way. Someone said it's so pretty. Oh my god, thank you. This is a very pretty wig. Where's my brush? May I please have free hair even if it's an old wig? Right, I get it, right? I don't mind giving stuff away, or if people would like my old wigs or stuff like that. To be fair, no one would probably want my old wig. I don't mind, but I do just find it a bit odd that people would ask. She had someone ask me for money the other day and I'm like, do you think I'm rich? So someone actually has a hair question. We have progress. Someone says, who coloured it? ZL. The website ZL colours everything for you. You go on the website, they have loads of different selections. Some of them are ready to ship and can be there in 3 days. Some of them will take 7 days. Just depends on the wig, so make sure you do look at each individual shipping like category. Firstly, I use this, which is actually just covered in crap at the moment, but it is the olive oil spray. This is hands down the best fixing, sitting, gluing spray ever. I did used to use the Got To Be glue as everyone else used to, but I feel like a lot of people, it did leave white residue. So glad ORS came out with the Super Hold spray, because it's just amazing and it doesn't leave a white residue. It doesn't kind of cling to the wig. All I do, a lot of people like to spray first, leave it to dry, put the wig on. That doesn't work for me. I put the wig on and then spray, if you can see what I'm doing. This is so hard. In the gaps. So it like goes through the lace. Like so. Whilst I get this like pintail comb and just sort of flatten the edges, because sometimes I find that the edges like just around here can sometimes like curl up a little bit, like they naturally want to just bounce up. Someone says, if it's a wig, where'd you get it? ZL. Is it a wig or weave? Where'd you get it? Do you color and cut it yourself? I feel like I've just answered that. Is it a wig? No shade. No shade taken. It is a wig. I feel like the whole topic of wigs just isn't really a shady subject anymore. Like back when, I feel like it was kind of like, this ain't a wig, like back when your grandmas used to wear wigs kind of thing. Beyonce's been wearing wigs for years. Remember, I found out about lace wigs when I was in year 11, like when I was leaving school, because I had one for prom, and it was because I read an article about Beyonce's hair. I don't know what magazine it was in. They were like, she uses lace wigs. So I looked at lace wigs and got the best wig I've ever got from China. I think it was off AliExpress or something like that. Couldn't even tell you what shop it was. I feel like it was like £150 at the time, which was kind of dear for me being at school, 16, didn't have any money. I feel like that was all my money. I literally only then had £30 to spend on my prom dress. But that's another story. I just feel like the topic of wigs really has just opened up. I don't think anyone really cares anymore. Maybe some people do, but majority of people just don't care whether you are wearing a wig or not. I think they're amazing in terms of my hair. My actual natural hair has grown so much underneath, like I cannot even explain. Let me know if you want me to do like a natural hair care routine. Remember when I was in year 6, so I must have been about 10, 11, and I wore this hairpiece to school, like, you know, the clip-on hairpieces that were like, and it was big and curly, and I felt like $1 million in it, and I was like, anyway, we're like playing a game, I don't know, running around, and one of the boys pulled it off, like pulled off the clip, and it was on the floor, and everyone laughed at me, and I was like, I'm not going to school ever again. I can't do this. No shade taken, hun. Someone said, how did you achieve that colour? It is a wig. It's already all done for me. Do you use hair oil? I do. Shall I get it out? Whilst I blow dry my hair, I do use this. It's meant to be for blonde hair. It's called Orotherapy 24K. Blonde, bleached and streaked hair. It's radiating fluid. That's what it says. This is all I use at the moment. I'm just not a big hair oil person. I feel like they sometimes take away rather than add. If anyone has any hair oil recommendations, let me know. Someone says, how do you lay it down like that? Wow, we are currently in the process, my love. Let me just... Someone says, that colour. Love this colour, honestly, it's my fave. I am going to switch up my hair in the next month or so just for Christmas. Like I might go a bit darker, but if you're looking for blonde, yes. Where did you buy it? How did you manage to style it so beautiful? I will be styling it very shortly. Is it a glueless frontal? Wigs as always look perfect on you. I do feel like you can wear this one glueless, but I did get the wrong size in this. I got the medium, so it's a little bit baggy on my head, and I feel like I needed the small. So yeah, if you get the right size to fit your head shape, I feel like you could wear this without doing all of this extra stuff. But I do like to glue my wigs down just to feel more secure. Best wigs you wear? ZL. How do you get this colour? Ash blonde? ZL. Any favourite hair perfumes? I don't use hair perfume. I think sometimes you can smell it now. I just use conditioner and shampoo that smells nice. How do you deal with dandruff? With my natural hair, I don't actually get dandruff that bad. I don't know. I'm really bad at these questions. Best shampoo and conditioner, Tresemme. Let me go and get them actually. For shampoo, I use the Tresemme Keratin Smooth, this one. With my natural hair, I do tend to kind of put a bit more effort into finding ones that don't have sulfates and all of that kind of stuff in. But for wigs, I just go with whatever makes the hair soft, because I'm like, it's not my hair, it's not actually on my scalp, so it's not actually a conditioner, it's a hair mask. It's a Tresemme deep smoothing mask. The hair is getting dry or a bit, this will save you. Do you go to a professional all the time? I've only been to a professional to actually lay my wig once. Don't worry if at this stage your edges aren't laid completely. They might be still sticking up a bit. Like, this next step will kind of make a bit of a difference. Get any sort of powder or anything that matches your skin tone or your scalp tone. I use this Nip and Fab palette, and I kind of go between this shade here, and then I mix a little bit of the lighter shade in if it is a little bit too dark. All I do is open it up, and for these bits around here from this Nip and Fab contour palette, this is the shade Tan. So I go in with the shade Tan, and I get just like a little brush like this, pop it on, and just sort of blend it in, sort of like that, so it matches my skin tone. And I kind of work it into the lace, because the lace has holes in it. I just basically want to eliminate the look of the hole. Then I just go in with one more spray of this. I feel like just adding this on with like the powder just sort of melts it in a bit more. As you can see, it just melts it in a little bit more. And then whilst that's drying, I switch from this headband to this, which is like a tie. I'm literally just gonna put this around the edges. I basically leave it on until I feel like I'm getting a headache. And then we're nearly done. All I need to do is basically, I'm gonna do it off camera because you don't need to watch me dry my hair. I'm gonna blow dry my hair. When I blow dry my hair, I use it on a cold setting first, then just a quick blast of the warm heat. How much is this one? I can't remember how much this one exactly was. They do have synthetic wigs that are under £100, and the lace front and full lace can range from about 400 to 700 depending on the wig. To some people, I feel like that sounds like a lot. Like, if you're not into wigs, it might sound like a lot, but for me, wigs are a bit of an investment. Like, they last, especially these ones, last a really long time, and that's why I really wanted to share this one with you, because as expensive as it might seem, I just think you won't regret it. Like, no one will regret getting this wig. I certainly would pay the price myself. I've actually just ordered my own wig. I know this one was gifted, but I've ordered my next one for Christmas. And I think that one was like £500 as well. But it's just so worth. Think about when you go to a salon and you get your hair dyed, cut, styled, everything. It's about £100 over. If you get extensions or stuff like that, if you want to change your colour, I feel like people are spending a lot of money every month anyway. When you put it into that sort of perspective, I don't even think it's that expensive. It's an investment 100%. I don't feel like it's something you just go and buy a £500 wig. But if you really want a wig and you want it good quality, then this is the place to go. Someone said, do you take your wig off every night? No, I'd probably take it off every 2 to 3 nights, depending on how it's sat on my head. Like, sometimes it can kind of come away and I'll just take it off, give the edge a wash, and then do it fresh the next morning. But if it's still quite intact, then I'll just go to sleep with it. I feel like I'm just used to it. If you're not used to it, I feel like it could be a bit of an annoyance. Wigs, where are they from? How do you put them on? How do you delay the flavour? Where's the hair from? Favourite wig companies. Is it possible for my natural relaxed hair to be like this? Its exact colour. Possible, probs. Would highly unrecommend it. Like, especially if you've relaxed your hair as well, please do not bleach it. The only way you're going to get this hair colour is with bleach. Wouldn't recommend it, girl. Just get yourself a wig. How long does it take you to go from dark to ash blonde? I want to do the same. It's not my hair, honey. I'm glad that a few of you actually think this is my hair. Like, that is a testament to this wig. What do you do to keep it hydrated? I wash it at least once a week. That for me brings back any moisture and solves any sort of problems. If it's getting a bit dry or whatever, wash it. Frontals or closures? I don't think I've ever worn a closure. You know, when it's just like this bit rather than a full frontal or a full lace. I feel like frontals are just better. How do you maintain having nice looking hair constantly? Just wash it. As soon as it starts to look a bit I I wash it. All the questions were kind of similar, to be honest. I feel like I've answered the majority of like the general consensus of what people wanted to know about it. And is it worth it? 100%. Like I said, I've just ordered my own wig from ZL, and it's literally just my favourite hair company ever. So yeah, I literally just take the headband off. Like more of a natural look. Like I know a lot of people like kind of more swished baby hairs around the edges, but I just personally prefer something a bit more natural and fluffy. Pintail comb, just to kind of, I don't know if you can see that there, it's all sort of starting to come together. I do want a side parting as well, so I'm gonna do my baby hairs in accordance to that. I'm just going to blow dry the hair now, and I will be right back. And we're back. This is it blow dried. I do have these Remington silk straighteners. I'll link them down below. I don't think they're anything special, but they were so good for the price. They get up to quite a high heat, which I mean isn't great for hair damage. Sometimes I just think less is more with the hair, because it can create a bit of a build up. So I'm literally just going to go in with this oil that I mentioned earlier, just a bit. Like, this does work really well. I do find if you do put too much oil on your hair, then you can balance it out with some dry shampoo. Kind of go where it gets fluffiest the most, and I find that underneath my hair gets fluffy, the ends, and then I run the remaining through the rest of it. And just give the hair a brush over, and that will kind of instantly start to get rid of some of the fluffiness. I am in a little bit of a rush now because I've got 1,000,001 things to do. So if I have more time, I section my hair off properly and do it like layer by layer. But because I do not have that privilege today, I'm just gonna go in and like do a typical just multi-bulk straighten. I feel like when you first wash your hair, you can afford to do that, like, 'cause it's pretty straight from the blow drying anyway. But if I'm going on a night out or something like that, I definitely do it section by section and make sure it is laid. I really wanted to do this as like a get lit with me. Like, I've done one video like that before and you seem to like it, where like I listen to music and it's like woohoo. But just YouTube and copyright at the moment is being a ball ache. I always wish I had someone else at hand to do the back of my hair. I find doing the back of my hair so hard. Even when I section it, my arms just don't want to bend around that way. Is that just me? I'll whiz through the rest of this and I'll be right back. I constantly have my hands running through my hair after I've like just washed it. Ugh, it always just comes up so nice. And I've had this hair, like I said, over a month now, and I'm literally just gonna do a couple of extra bits just to make it look natural as possible. Again, go in with this Nip and Fab palette. I'm gonna mix this shade and this shade together, just for my parting. Find around the edges it's okay to go a bit darker, like your natural skin tone, but your scalp is usually a bit lighter. So I just mix these two shades, all just joins into one. And then I go in with the lighter shade after mixing them and just dust over it. That might look a bit harsh, but don't worry. I find with powder, it does tend to kind of, the excess blows away within the day. So I do start off quite harsh with the line, as you can see. And then to top everything off, the last step, I then go in with the eyeliner pen. On this occasion, I've just got this black one that is running out. I find a pen that's running out works best because it's not too heavy. And I literally just go in at the root. When I first got this hair, the roots were a lot darker, but through washing and stuff like that, because it is dyed, they have washed out a bit, so they do need re-dyeing. That is something you need to think about with these type of styles. Just try not to get it on the actual lace. And don't worry, this does all wash out. And that to me just looks a bit more natural because that colour just matches my eyebrows a little bit better than like the brown that it was before. Without getting it too much on the edges so the edges lift, I get this Too Faced Hangover Primer setting spray and just spray down the middle of the hair, and I just find it really does just blend everything in. got it down the middle. I have Ulsoil on this little handkerchief because I'm so ill right now. I'm just quickly gonna go and do my face and I'll be back. Whoa, and she looks alive. I'm nearly done with my makeup. I've literally just got to do eyelashes and lips. But it is literally 3 PM and dark. Like, I don't know if you can tell on the quality on this. If you did want to see my everyday makeup routine, let a girl know. Just a little hair update. Still going strong. It's been about 20 minutes. But yeah, I'm just literally going to put my eyelashes and do my lips. But yeah, this is the hair complete. When I wash it, in total of like washing it, putting it on, doing my makeup, everything, it does take me about 2 hours, I won't lie. It is such a ball ache. I hate spending time on hair and makeup, but it's just always so worth it for this result. But yeah, I really wish you could come and smell the hair, feel the hair. To answer everyone's questions, I get it from ZL. I'll link the actual style that I get down below. If you do have any further questions, be sure to leave them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them promptly. I've got 2 hauls to film, hence I don't usually go this heavy with my makeup every day, but when I film I do like to dress up a little bit, you know. These eyelashes are really dramatic as well. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment down below. Anyone any tips or anything to do with hair, wigs, anything, leave them down below because I know I'll appreciate it, everyone else will appreciate it. Me and my wig are gonna go and film another video. My throat is so sore, my nose is running, I keep sneezing every 5 minutes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if you want to see like an everyday makeup routine or more hair videos or stuff like that, because I quite enjoyed it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I literally love every single one of you.